Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 5. You can see behind me all this cool stuff that's going on here. We got some farms, and then a bunch of empty area. Then I finished the walkway here, and I'm going to be working on the walls and everything soon, quite possibly tonight. But there's one thing we need to do first, and that is this area right here. That area. That's got the dirt blocks. That is where we're moving our cactus farm. And we are going to basically get it. And I've kind of set it up right next to it. I will be putting a kelp farm in as well. Um, but they'll both tie into the same water systems. Everywhere you see bricks, that's where the water is going to be. I just put the dirt there to remind myself where the actual cactus plants are going to be. And yeah, that's our task for tonight. We're going to take care of that and maybe do a little bit of building up here. And let's see, we got this tower is going to go all the way to the top of that. So we've got 4 more levels to go. So we'll be doing some walls soon. And I'll be finishing out this floor once I figure out what I'm going to do the next floor, because this area right here, I've got to decide on how this is going to look. I am going to put an elevator in. I've got an idea for an elevator that's not a water elevator, and I think it's going to be kind of fun. Works with redstone. I've been trying it out on my my test world, and yeah. So you can see all these copper gratings. Do not think for a second that I mined all this copper. Turns out that's this direction right here, 100 blocks that way, is a trial chamber. Me, Angel Coin, and Gibro defeated it the other night, and I have been going in and turning the spawners into farms for the loot, and then harvesting all the copper. I think I've done 2 rooms so far, and I just started on the 3rd room. The 3rd room's really rough because there's 4 spawners in it, so I had to make sure all the spawners were blocked. I had to defeat all the monsters in it first so they wouldn't respawn. How trial chambers work is the spawners, when they physically see you after a 30-minute cooldown, they will activate and spit out monsters. And I believe for one player it's just 4. I don't know. It seems to be a lot of slime in there, and it seems like every time you fight them, you're fighting 20 of the freaking things. So, all right. So, I know Angel Coin is online right now. So what we're going to do is, I think I unwaxed all this stuff. That's the problem. See, so when you harvest from the trial chamber, all this stuff here is waxed. So you have to go through and I chose to unwax it all. I'm just going to let it all turn green. That's not going to be the final color, obviously, but I've got to decide. That's going to be way later when I do finishing touches, and then that's going to take a lot of honey, so I'm going to have to get the bee farm up and going, so there's another task. But basically, by the end of this week, I want the walls up for this floor. I got to get a kelp farm in, and that's going to help me for 2 things. It's going to help me with experience. It's also going to help with fuel. I'm not going to automate my kelp farm into kelp blocks. I will just do that manually, and that's how we're going to start. So that's pretty much what we've done over the course since last Thursday. The most exciting thing we did, of course, is the chamber. So I'm going to get online here, and we're going to go ahead and join our world chat, and we'll see who's all on. And we're going to get started on today's task, which is getting this thing, and I've went ahead and closed up all the ends of the walls. That's just so I can make sure I didn't screw up putting the copper up. So we're gonna open these walls back up eventually, but right now that's fine. I've had to move my stairwell a couple times, so let's get started. Looks like I got all my supplies here to build it, and I went ahead and set up the foundation this morning offline just because um, I get a little sidetracked when I'm online sometimes. So let's go ahead and join group chat, and then we're gonna put my armor on here, and hopefully, yep, my graphics seem to be working today. Am I missing boots there? Oh, you may ask why I'm in iron armor. That's just the armor I happen to be wearing when I went into the trial chambers. We did try an ominous trial chamber run, and we don't really have a lot of enchanted armor or weapons, and we failed miserably at it. So um, we're gonna go back in there eventually, but tonight it's all about building. And the stream Thursday, the three of us will be taking on the final boss of the game, and then Gabro and I, and possibly Angel Coin, will be searching and searching for the end city so we can get some elytra and some shulker boxes. So, because we really need those, because I'm getting tired of running back and forth all the time. All right. Hey, hey, hey. How's it going? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just went over what I was doing tonight. I'm building this, I'm moving the cactus farm. And yep, it's in front of the base, the temporary base, and I'm going to end up bulldozing that before long. So I wanted to make sure that everything we needed was back here. I got some extra parts. And oh yeah, hey, there's a diamond, like 17 blocks of diamonds. You should yeah, you should be able to get that running pretty easy. I went back in the trial chambers because I've been mining the copper out of it, and just going room to room, and I got into the room with all the husk in it, and I ended up getting a, a diamond armor drop that was pretty good. So I got it repaired. I'm not wearing it yet, but yeah, yeah, still in the old iron armor because I don't feel bad if I die and lose that. Of where we are? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, as your viewer ever played Final Fantasy VII, um, we are building Midgar. Now, obviously, all this stuff that's in these trees, all this is temporary out here. This is where we're standing is going to be train tracks around the central pillar. Right now, I'm working on the central pillar, which is going to be, I believe it's 50 blocks high. There's the top. You can see the big pillar at the back that shows how tall this is going to go. I just finished this today, the walkways on the floor two. Um, yeah, I had to go unwax all of them because most of them were from the trial chambers. I went ahead and closed up the walls, even though I'm going to open them back up eventually. I just did it to make sure I did the walkway correct because I did realize I screwed up like at the very end because there wasn't a wall there, so I had to go back and redo everything. Um, and yeah, so this bottom level we're standing on route. All of our farms for the server are going to be here. Most of them are going to be auto farms, so you don't have to hit a button or anything. There are some I'm doing it in sectors, so everything that's agricultural wise is over here, and then everything that has to do with like getting blocks and block generators and things like that, that's on this right side here. And we're gonna put a super smelter in, um, but you know I usually just do that stuff offline because I suck at doing redstone when I talk to people. Um, and then I did tell everybody that Thursday we're gonna go fight the Ender Dragon. Yeah, um, but yeah, yeah, this monstrosity that's right in front of us, you'll see these lights light up every so often. That means that these pistons have activated in that section. That's a pumpkin farm, a melon farm, a bamboo farm, and a sugarcane farm. All right there in that. So, and all that stuff flows down these water tunnels, and then underneath us in the storage system. Right now, I just have it all collecting in a chest. I haven't connected it to the storage system yet. Um, because the storage system's taking a while because I want to make it for all the blocks, and collecting all the blocks kind of suck because I need at least 41 of each block. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Uh, and when you see what we're working on from the central pillar from up top, that's really neat too. Now the next floor up is going to be another solid floor. Um, and then actually, I don't know if I'm gonna do a solid floor. Ooh, I see something. Hold on. Don't run away. I want to trade with you. Oh, he has a coral block. The purple one. For 3 diamond, or for 3 emeralds? Okay, good. I got his head. Alright. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't wait to start the one that's going to be 500 blocks. 501 block diameter. This is just 10% of it, to be honest. It's exactly 10% of the build is this right here. Um, it's going to be, the entire thing is a diameter of 1001 blocks. So it's going to be millions of blocks. I feel, I, yeah, I feel like this area looks like a big coliseum right now. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I got some big plans. Right now, I'm just trying to get this pillar built so we can start expanding out because I know that Gebro is anxious to get started actually building. And then I believe so. He keeps asking me about it. Um, but it's gonna be. I mean, I doubt if I have this done in the next month. I mean, I guess if I just didn't do anything but build the wall and then build the plate and then put the inside in later, I mean, I guess I could get it done in like a week. But no, I want to go eat a floor at a time because otherwise it's gonna be. I'll leave things undone. I'm bad about that. Yep. storage system down here. Awesome storage system. That's not. You see, there's a break in the hoppers up there. That's purposeful. That way, like it literally stops at this, so I don't want any extra items going to the end. And then if you ever need melons or pumpkins, they're going to be right here, and bamboo and everything. So everything from up there comes down into this. Yeah, I mean, it's shoot. I told them I've been dropping off 2, 3 stacks of melons every time I go over there. Yeah, and that yeah, and it's not done yet. This is just blocks right now. Yeah, I haven't even put the terracotta in. There's 17 colors of terracotta. There's 16, or is it 17? There may be 17 different kinds of glazed terracotta. So that's 34 right there. Sand, glass, all that stuff. Red sand, regular sand. Oh, I did build another nether portal today that goes to a mangrove beach. Yeah, yeah. So at least it's a long way though. I almost died a bunch. So yeah, but I managed to get out there, and it's a bit of a haul. The one thing about this map that we're on is everything is not close. Yeah, I think the closest village, the closest woodland mansion is like 5,000 blocks away, like that way. Yeah, I've never seen one. I've never once seen one. Uh, Yeah, I didn't see one in the last server either. that's that's a weird message. Okay. Well, I went to jump, like sleep, and it kind of lagged on me, and then it let me sleep, and then I woke up and said the bed is occupied, but there was nobody in it. Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know what it is with the internet here lately, but I'm either that or it's been since this update. I still have problems with my graphics. Yeah, I should have it. I mean, I fixed it before the stream started, so I can at least see that I'm wearing armor because that kind of freaks me out. I'll look up at my guy and he's not wearing armor. Um, y- yeah. Well, there's yeah, I fished out a couple good bows today. And then I fished out a Mending and Thorns 2 book. So that's going on my diamond armor. Because it's very rare that I find one of those books where I can use both of the enchantments. Mm, uh, if you look at those chests, I think there's an infinity bow over there. Either an infinity bow or a book. I fished one out today. Hold on, let me check. It may be a book. I doubt it. Because I was on after he left, and yeah, I swear one of them said infinity on it. And the first thing I thought of is that you would like that. Oh, maybe I was wrong. These books are in no particular order. Channeling. That's impaling. Okay, and there's one that's just cursive. I'm getting rid of that one. Oh, I thought I did. Maybe I just misread it. Do I have a bow? I haven't made it yet because I'm saving my levels to enchant my armor. I've got the bow I want to make though. I don't want you to waste your levels on that. Why did I just pick up? Oh, you cut down a tree. I'm like, why did I just pick up a bunch of cherry blossom things? Oh, there's a bow in here right now that's Unbreaking 3, Flame, Power 5, Punch 2, and Mending. I got you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm just gonna take this one. And I'll when I make mine, I'll just drop that one back in here. I will, but I need to get that farm built. Maybe afterwards. I really want to get that farm built because if I don't build it, it's not going to get done. I have spider eyes. I do, I do, I do. Oh, we need potions. Freaking creeper hole. Yeah, yeah, there were some apples in here. I guess those are the ones. Um, spider eyes, spider eyes. Well, there's one in there, but I think all the ones I have are out here. That's not something I normally sort. I usually just throw them in a random chest because I don't really get into potion. I got 5 here and some apples. Here you go. Mm-hmm. So that should help him, but I do not think so. But if you go back to the trial chamber, I think there's some in those chests there. Now I have some glass if you want to use that to make bottles with. Hmm. Oh, let me show you what I did over there. You haven't been over there since then. Okay. Yeah, that was bad. I don't know why we thought without fully enchanted gear we could do an ominous one. Yeah, yeah, and we were cocky because it was so easy. Well, now when I get all these kill chambers, like you can drink an ominous potion. All you have to do is stand in front of the thing and let them kill everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I do too, but I don't like dying and losing my stuff. And and there's other trial chambers too. So, and they're pretty close. So I figured I'm gonna farm this one. So because you're here, more of them's going to spawn, but you stand here, boom. Okay, so that can see you. So everything's spawning and dying. And then this one right here, they'll spawn. Now this one kind of screws up every so often. It will, some of them will, sometimes they'll spawn outside. But I haven't kind of fixed this one yet. So with the one, that one right there, and you can see it's already done. Well, maybe. Now it's still showing that there's stuff in there, so it'll come out here in a second. But once they're done, not this one, but once that one done, and if you come down this way, I had to redo the stairs. You come down here, and then all the loot goes right here in this. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do the same thing to the other one. Oh, that's why it hasn't done. There's a dude up there on the hopper. That's an issue that I can't quite figure out yet, is how to keep them off that hopper. Ugh. And that one room with all the that we had with all the husk and everything in, that's the next room I'm working on. But yeah, I can't figure out how to keep them off that hopper. That's what's bothering me. Yeah, he's underneath it too. Dang. Yeah, the problem with magma blocks is that hopper won't. Yeah, hopper won't suck it out. I'd have to use a. Yep, I think. Hold on, let me see. I think I can get to it this way. I don't really need the glass there. There you are, you little jerk. Grab some blocks and fix that. Yeah, I accidentally made a bunch. There's got to be another slime somewhere I'm not seeing. Yeah, those. It could have spawned in there. Who knows? To kill these, I just pick a weapon I want to mend. Hey. Hey, there it is. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I've never tried it with more than one person out here. So this was a good test. So what I think I'm going to do with this one, because the spawners are so close together, is I'm actually just going to turn it into one big kill chamber. Did that do with this one? No, he's still hopping around somewhere. He's probably in here. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, this is what I've been working on here. This is not my main project, but this is just, every time I come over here to mine, I mine copper. I do something else to this. Now those guys will always stay out there. They won't despawn. I didn't know that about trial chambers. Once they spawn, they just stay in the world. Aha! I see it. Is he down here? Is he in the minecart too? You little turd. Yeah, there you are. There it goes. Now it finished. Yeah, it's 4 monsters per person. So, but yeah, everything should collect in that, and yeah. But you need glass bottles, and if I remember correctly, well, there's some potions up here. Here's an empty glass bottle right in here. And we have a bunch of potions. So don't drink those. And then there's a here's here's another bottle right here. That's it. That's all I have. But yeah, that's what I've been working on and off. I mean, I guess if I dedicated time to it, I'd actually have it done. It's just that sometimes I just don't want to mess with it. It's just, hey, it's dark. Hmm. Yeah, I couldn't get mine to work today. It was weird. It wouldn't work at all. But that could just be my game. Since ever since that update, it's just everything's just been acting a little weird. Mm. Okay, well, I am going to get this farm done, and let's see. I need blocks. Oh, I've got blocks over there. Get rid of these cherry blossoms. Okay, drop this in here. Let me see if this is gonna work now. I'm gonna put on my phantom head and see if it works. Hey, it works now. It wasn't working earlier because I had it on and I jumped off of a freaking. I'm gonna wear it for a little bit because I don't want to turn at night while I'm working. Yeah, I jumped off the thing at the top and I just fell straight down and took 3 hearts of damage, which shouldn't happen when you're doing this, but. Hmm. Yep, this is going to be the where the collection system is. Let's go. I'm gonna put a hopper here. Then there'll be a chest underneath, like very similar to the other one. Um, I'm going to put my kelp farm in between the two. It's not going to be the same kind that we're using for fuel. This is going to be an AFK, an automatic one. It's going to work very similar to the bamboo and the other, but it's just because it's underwater. It's a little extra work to get the things to fall in the where you need them. All right. No, I think I'll be good. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure this is gonna work. Yeah, yeah, cool, cool, and yeah, that sounds like a good task for today. uh, yeah, yeah. I wish I would have been streaming that when we all got killed. Yeah, we got to make sure that when we do we do things like that. We at least one of us is streaming. Hey, I didn't think the trial chamber was stupid. I think drinking those potions was we were cocky. We were cocky. Crap. What have I done wrong here? There we go. That's the way it should look. Now, if I throw this in here, it should travel all the way to the end. Perfect. Okay, so that's just the collection system. You've probably seen it 100 times. Um, what we're going to do now is we're going to build up the wall around it. We're not going to put water in here yet because I have to move all these dirt blocks and get everything. If you wonder why I'm floating, like I have a slow fall effect, it's because we have the heads mod on the server, and you can actually turn them into helmets, and they give you special abilities. I like wearing the Phantom one uh, because it basically makes it to where night's not a thing, and so you can just concentrate on building. And plus, with these tall builds I'm doing, it really helps if I'm clumsy and fall down. So we're going to set these blocks on top of the dirt blocks here. There is a specific reason that I'm doing that. You'll see here in a second. All right. So we're going to destroy these dirt blocks so there's no obstructions for the water source when they come through. Cactus farms are generally easy to build. They do not require any redstone whatsoever. Uh, Basically, a cactus, if it's next to anything, it won't grow. So what it'll do, it'll try to grow, but the piece that's touching the thing next to it will break it. So what we're going to do is let me grab my sand, this and this. This is going to look a little messy at the beginning, but I promise you it's going to make sense. Mm-hmm. I You may be able to mute me in Discord, but I think you may have to do it in Discord. I've got it pulled up. Let me see. Nope. Not that I see. Hold on a second. That's so weird. I felt like you should be able to do that. Yeah, Discord's a little weird. I mean, I don't. Let me check something out here. Oh, you can mute it from your option screen. Well, I do it from the Xbox screen. So I can mute you on Discord. I guess I can mute myself. Can you hear me now? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I can mute myself, and you can't hear me because I just said a bunch of stuff. So I'll just mute, and it doesn't mute my mic. Well, you could do that too, yeah. Yeah, I'll just shoot you a message in chat. Cool. All right. All right. See you in a little bit. So there we go. So we may do some bow hunting tonight. We'll see how we're doing after this. So, okay. So basically I got all my sand blocks up. We want them above the water source. And we're going to go ahead and plant our cactuses. How much damage will I take doing this? Let's see. Yeah, these farms are super simple. Once you understand the concept, like you can build these anywhere. You don't have to build one as big as this. I think you can stack them on top of each other. I mean, they're very good that way. So what I'm going to do right now is you want to be diagonal from your cactus. So you want to go up, and right here at this point, you're going to take fence post. You do this, and you'll do this. So now when these things grow up, that fence post is right there. It's going to keep them, it's going to, basically what that's going to do, oh man, I actually need some more dirt, but no, this is probably enough. I'll just have to do it. So yeah, we go up one level above. Ah, crap. I knew that was going to happen. Before the night was over, I knew I was just going to fall off something because... So you want it... I mean, you can go another thing up, but it's not going to produce any more cactus for you. So it's best just to do this. It's a little more efficient doing it this way. And I know you don't really need a fence between each one, but I do. Because if we decide to go up one more level, which we probably won't, because it is getting kind of close to that walkway up there, we're just going to do with 20. How am I missing dirt? Am I not Oh, it's this slow fall thing. It's making it where I can't catch the dirt. Let me just get some more. And you got to make sure that you're like, the big thing is you got to make sure that you're on diagonal, because if you go directly to the side of it, you're just gonna, your cactus here is just gonna blow up on you. All right, so let's clean up our mess here and here. We'll clean this up as we go. Try not to worry about this stuff. We'll collect that here in a second. Once we get the water flowing, it's going to collect for us. So, fence post. And you can see the other fence post is already there. Oh, if you crouch, it makes it move. Now, you can be extra... You can do some extra... Like, you could put these between every one, but it's not necessary. It's a waste of resources. I mean, if you want it to look uniform, then yeah, maybe, but... I mean, there's no... there's really no point in it. You know, I should probably go over one more extra. Oh, that's cool. We'll go ahead and pick this up while we're down here then, since I screwed up. Let's jump back up here. So we got that there, so I'll go up right here. And fence post. Fence post. And since we're already up here, we'll just do it this way. If you miss one, you're gonna know it. You'll know it as soon as they start harvesting, because you're gonna see them get bigger than they need to, because they should only grow, like, they should only try to grow one block. And if we're lucky, we may actually see one try to grow. Now, that should be everything. Let's take a look real quick before we pour the water in. Yep, that looks correct. Alright, so basically what you want to do now, we've got our collection system going. Before we pour the water in, we're going to go ahead. Let me get rid of this stuff that I've got here. We're going to go ahead and grab a hopper, and we're going to go ahead and grab this. So, I actually feel like I need 2 hoppers here. So let me grab a second one. So I have to go underneath to do this. Is there more chest in here? Yes. Okay. So you're going to see what I'm going to do here. It's going to look kind of goofy, but it's, I mean, and almost a little wasteful, but it'll be fine. I promise you. So put a treasure chest here. Alright. And then we're going to go hopper. Treasure chest. Treasure chest. Hopper. Treasure chest, treasure chest. Now I do that. It's easy for me to get the supplies. I don't have to worry. I know I can't open this one at the top, but it's not necessary to open it. so let's go back up top. We'll grab some more hoppers, and all we're going to do here is just basically just stack the hoppers on top of each other. Okay, let's make it look all pretty like the rest of the build. I don't know if it's pretty or not, actually. We're gonna say it is. So everything, so if I throw the stone in here, it should float all the way to the end and get collected by that hopper. And then it's going to go in our chest. So, all right. Let's go ahead and water this. Boy, I hope I counted right. And you got to hit every one of these guys right here. You know what? It's probably better if I do this up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we need 2 more. Yeah, it makes that creepy sound every time it bypasses night. So we've got everything. So what we're going to do is... Okay, I see what we've done. Look, this is what happens when you miscount. This is easily correctable, though. We need to replace these with the ice. Okay. Just so happens, let's gather up these buckets, because I'm not redoing anything. I'm just going to, let me get my tools back in my hand. And this is going to mess up our water flow real quick, but it's not going to be that bad. So now we're just going to throw some ice in here. So that stuff should slide across the ice. And then come down. So basically what we're going to do now is let's test this. Let's make sure it works. The big thing is making sure nothing gets messed up right there. So we're going to go over here to the very corner. And we're just going to take we're going to take some smooth stone. And we're going to run across. We're going to go and that is getting stuck. Okay. That should slide all the way across. But it's not going to, is it? I wonder if I replace these back ones with... Let's test it. If I place these black ones with ice too, right? That'll make it go faster. Let's see if that helps. Oh. That's it. That's the trick right there. So we gotta, it's gonna be the first 2 rows. Now I know I can bring everything down one up here. It's just that the water, since the water's already been put in, we've got plenty of blue rice. So I can just use that, and that will speed up the objects pretty quickly. Ah. And so we're going boom, 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 boom. Nothing got stuck, right? Well, the one I dropped on top of the thing back there got stuck, but that's a more of a me issue than the problem with this. Welcome. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. We're going to test this out one more time. If it makes it from back here, it'll make it from everywhere. Looks like it's good. Plus, that gets all that stuff out of my hand. Alright. So there's our collection system all done. And we're going to throw this stuff into this treasure chest because I'm not going to need it for a while. So now, basically, we just wait. And these things will eventually grow and they'll pop. And then they'll collect down at the bottom in the treasure chest we have down there. And this is basically just an AFK farm. Like, you don't have to... There's nothing really you have to do. It just runs on its own. Now, we're going to go back up front. I don't think I'm going to build the walls up or anything. I think I'm just going to leave it that way. So we're going to go back up front, and we're going to actually tear down the other one. Actually, it doesn't matter. I mean, I can leave that up. It's not going to kill me having another one. So this is our access point to our storage system. This guy's going to grab his blocks, drop it in there, and if you listen, you can hear my clock running down there, and it's all that stuff's going into a dropper. He's been into another water tunnel, which is taking it over and then giving me access to the storage system. So this fella's done. And yeah, that's basically it. The whole point of this area is, like I said, just to keep farms. Let's take a look at everything from above. That's always fun to do. Let me grab... I don't know where my scaffolding is, so I've been using dirt. I probably just need to get scaffolding out. So let's go up here. Let's take a bird's eye view of what we've done. I'm lagging just a little bit. I don't know why. That's probably high enough. So, yeah, you can see there's most of our other farms. We've got this guy right here with the 20 cacti. And then here in this area in the middle, that will be, and you just saw a cactus get knocked off, and it's traveling down the water system right now. So we're going to get the kelp farm, and it's going to feed into this same water tunnel. And this whole area right here, this quarter of this circle is all going to be agricultural stuff. Now, the only thing I'm not going to do is, and you can see off in the distance there, you can see the other cactus farm right in front of those trees. That was temporary. This one's permanent. We'll put that farm right here. Now, this guy right here, that's going to be my next project. So let's go take a look at that farm real quick, and I'll show you what it's all about. Now, that farm is for, like I was telling Angel Coin earlier, these farms are, the ones here on the left are going to be for more like making bricks, building stuff with, like anything that I have to activate with a button or a lever is going over there. Everything over here is going to be basically automatic, powered by observers or pistons or just items. Um, these over here are ones that I've that maybe not everything over there. Well, look at this. Okay. So as you guys know, the Chaos Cubed dropped earlier, and so I've been playing around with some of the sulfur cubes, and I really like the yellow. So I love the cinnabar, but there's no way you can actually make those. So, but you can harvest these, like you can harvest the dripstone. It's a little different, doesn't require water, but you can see these all feed down here. Well, this farm's been here for a long time, and I've only collected one stack in one, and that's 8. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to go around this whole quarter, this whole side, right here, and just make as many of these as I can. Just because I mean this right here, it takes 4 to make 1 stone, right? Yeah. So you can like, oh, a week's worth of work, I can make 16. That's not really the idea. That's not really what I wanted to accomplish with that. So let's feed these to the golem in here. If he decides to work, it looks like he fell asleep. But he'll wake back up. Yeah, he'll wake back up. He'll just need to reload. So yeah, oh, there you go. See, got the cactus that just busted off. It's flowing down. I am really impressed. This is actually starting. It's already working. So, excuse me. So if we go down here, we should see some cactus already. Yep, we've already got some cactus. So, and you see over here, this I did the same thing over here as what I just did over there. Um, just these farms is a lot more productive. I was actually just gonna have that feed over here, and I may still do it, but I don't know when I'm gonna have this connected to this. So there's gonna be a water tube, much like this over here, right? So we got this water tube going in here, and it'll connect. I can do a couple different access points on there, and I want everything to run through the whole system. But I am going to have a redundancy at the end. So basically what I'll have is at the very end of the line and throughout the line, I'm going to have copper golems doing sorting as well. So when I get to the single items, like weapons and stuff like that, that doesn't stack, I'll have copper golems sort those for me. And so it'll drop them off, and what they don't do, they're going to put right back in the system. So it'll kick off everything for them, and it's going to go back into the system. I'm thinking having an access point after each part. So these that's going to go along the wall here is going to be building blocks, things to build with, sand. You can see we've got a bunch of stuff down here already. I seem to be lagging a little bit, so hopefully that's not affecting anything. I may get booted from the server. If I do, I'll I'll just start back over again. But yeah, everything's kind of delaying a little bit. So let's go ahead and we're going to take this mask off because I'm not going to need it anymore. I don't like wearing it unless I'm like, I'm going to need it. So we'll throw this in here. Put the old gold helmet back on. A little bit of delay, but not too bad. So there we have it. That's basically all we had planned for tonight was to take care of that. And I'm trying to keep the streams a little shorter, at least for now. Um, I don't want to take up too much anybody's time. Now, the stream on Thursday will be a bit of a longer stream. But yeah, so we accomplished everything we needed to do today. I'm really happy with how easy this turned out. I mean, even the little snafu of counting wrong, but ice almost fixes everything. So, as long as, and this thing's going to run forever, as long as nobody comes up here and like bust these things out, you don't even have to maintain them. Welcome to chat. Oh, here's another cool machine. This is a basalt maker. Yeah, there's a little bit of a lag, so but basically it's making basalt faster than I can kill it. So basically what I do if I need basalt, I'll put and since I play on Xbox, I just put a rubber band around my control and just let it just go to town on it. All right. Okay. All right, well, everybody, I appreciate you watching. Um, we accomplished everything we set out for today. I'm really not. I thought that may take a little longer, just because sometimes. Oh, we do have a hanger on here, so I'm gonna try to figure that out off stream a little bit. So you guys take it easy, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.